Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
This is part of my series where I share things that my guy friends have said or done that permanently altered my brain chemistry. Okay, you know how when you're dating a guy and he's not great at responding to your texts and he doesn't ever really call you and he's just like, I'm busy with work, or I'm just terrible at texting. You know what I realized? None of my guy friends are ever bad with their phone. I FaceTimed one of my friends late at night. I don't even think I had anything important to say. He was at a party. He went to the other room and picked up my call and talked to me for 20 minutes about literally nothing. If I text one of my guy friends, even if they're busy or they're at work or they have a lot going on, they typically always respond. And if they don't respond right away, they apologize or they'll just pick up the phone and call me. Now look, maybe there are some guys that are just bad with their phone, but I hate to say it, I don't think that's the case. I think if they want to talk to you, they're going to talk to you and they respect the relationship. I think it could be you.
Yes, it could be. The other option is some people do have a life and they're not on their phones all the time. Whatever the case may be though, do us all a favor and start dating that guy that was on a phone with you for 20 minutes while he was at a party. Or at least let him know you're not interested in him like that so he can finally leave your friend zone.
So something you need to understand is that if I am like in a grocery store walking down the street or something and I see you and I think you're cute, like I'm not gonna like smile and then like look away. I'm gonna like glare at you, and that's not intentional. It's me like trying to show you I like you. And even if you were to come up and talk to me after that, like I would be really rude, but then once you leave, get so excited. But that's just my way of like interacting. So yeah.
So like what was the point of like this like video? Maybe like nah, I'll stop. Maybe you understand what your problem is and try to fix it. There's nothing wrong with letting a guy know that you find him cute, except maybe staring at him like you're about to call the cops, and then if he's approaching you you're gonna be rude with him. Maybe just focus on therapy instead of TikTok.
Angel, you're not behind. I'm 29. I've just moved back in with my parents. I've just come out of a 2-year relationship to someone that I thought I was going to get married and have kids with. Circumstances meant that I had to move out of the apartment pretty quick, and I was in love with my apartment and I was in love with where I was living. I was living like a street back from the beach. This was something that I'd manifested. This is something that I'd wanted for so long. And now I'm in suburbia, nowhere near a beach, nowhere near my friends. I'm driving like an hour and a half every day, every couple of days to go and see them and just like try and keep some normality in my life. Everything has just suddenly changed.
Oh well, tough. What are you gonna do? But this is what I've heard. You manifested a life, your life changed completely because you had to move back with your parents. So manifesting is, I'm gonna dare to say, not working maybe. You're all big into manifestation and all that, I get it. But maybe for next time try to manifest for yourself a lifestyle that you can keep. Or maybe just put all that manifestation behind you and focus how to keep that relationship. Well, for next time, because it's too late now.
Behind every hot girl is an ugly man from her past who paid her back in trauma for her charity work.
And behind every successful man is a complete cuckoo he chose not to marry.
Sure, I'd love to explain. In general, women don't really see men as like a fixed number on a scale. We pretty quickly divide you into 3 different looks categories. On one end of the spectrum is male model. I know all my friends are going to think he's hot. This is rare to see in real life. It's usually celebrities. Then there's absolutely not, which is different for all women. My friend would never date a skinny guy under any circumstances, but I really like skinny guys. But the vast majority of men fall into the other category, which ranges from meh to kind of cute. And as we get to know you, there are tons of factors that literally change your physical appearance to us. Everything from the way your voice sounds to how you smell to how funny you are. And that can nosedive you down into absolutely not, or bring you up to I want him status, which is so much hotter than even the male model category.
Yeah, right, okay. But let me read you guys the 16 items on her list. Before I do, keep in mind that she said these things are like your makeup. But let's start. Voice, personality, how you treat us, attitude, humor, skills, empathy, views on life, confidence, smell, smoothness, views on women, love language, generosity, caring nature, and love for kids or pets. So 16 items, right? Basically, I need to check all these 16 items on your list, and all you have to do is put on your makeup. Yeah, you can say that's a fair trade.
The worst pain is getting played by a person you lower your standards for. True story.
No, the worst was when I heard my pinky on the side of the bed. Just as much of a true story like yours was. Your so-called true story was just some hurt ego. Get over yourself and move on. Lower your standards. You can't lower any standards if you have none.
Number 1. If somebody ghosts you, you do not text them, you do not stalk them, you do nothing. Stop giving them your energy. They ghosted you, they're a ghost, they're out. Bam! You're living your life now. You do not give them power. Number 2, I will never, ever, ever, ever again cancel plans on myself for a date, like a last minute date. For instance, if I had plans to go to the gym or to see my girlfriend for dinner and then this guy's like, oh, let me take you out for drinks on this date. Nope. I have plans, boy. You're done trying to fantasize and put people on a pedestal. It's not about you fitting into their life. It's about how they're going to fit into the life that you already love. Number 3, you're going to stop taking things so personally, okay? If somebody doesn't like you, if somebody's not into you, if somebody is not making the effort that you want, stop trying to mold that person to be who you want them to be, because they're not the person that you want them to be. You want to meet somebody that is right for you from the start, from the get-go. So if somebody is not showing up 100% in the way that you envisioned or the way that you want them to, let them go. Because the more that you waste your time on something that is not meant for you, the more that you are blocking what's actually meant for you to come in.
You do learn new things every day. For example, I've learned from her that I am that divine feminine girl. Who knew, right? I'm actually gonna go with that for a week. Expect people to put in the effort that I want them to put in? Yeah, sure. Get with someone who's the right one for you from the beginning? Sure, absolutely. But if you expect them to be exactly the ones that you envisioned, I'm afraid that's not how it works. We are all unique individuals within ourselves, and chances are what you envisioned for me, it's not gonna be me.
Somebody just told me that they were in a situationship for 2 years. Like, a situationship should not be 2 years. It shouldn't even be in the year category. It's like 6 months, max.
No, and why the 6 months? Why not 3 or 8? Where did you come up with the 6 months since you can't even tell me what a situationship is? Obviously, I had to look to prove myself wrong, and this is what I found. An undefined romantic relationship between two people. Also, at the end it says this: a situationship can be temporary, or it can sum up the entire relationship. Crazy how you, the generation that doesn't want to put label on anything, came up with a label for something that is, well, nothing. And why not take a look at the 5 signs that you're in a situationship? You deal with inconsistent behavior, you don't use labels, yeah, right? You have no long-term plans, you haven't made it exclusive, and you lack an emotional connection. So 6 months or 2 years or 5 years sounds about right to me.
Acquaintance, friendship, relationship, marriage. That's the natural order of things. That's the way the world is supposed to work. But you know what messed that up? Online dating. Dating apps. I am not just gonna meet you for the first time on a date, bro. Why? No, that's weird. That's a blind date. Not gonna happen. Whatever happened to being friends first? That's all I'm saying. Can we not just become friends, then realize we like each other, then take it from there? Why does it have to just jump right into, you wanna go out? Let's get drinks, let's go to dinner, let's da-da-da. Like, I just want to be your friend, and then I want to realize, oh my gosh, I kind of like him, and then you realize, oh my gosh, I kind of like her, and then you ask me out for real, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, and then we get into a relationship, and we fall in love, and then that's it, okay? Enough with this online dating crap.
Sounds good, but no. Not only that online dating is here to stay, unfortunately, but you've also seen too many movies. That's not how the world is supposed to work. In fact, it never did work that way. And yes, every situation is different. Some of you watching may have found love by becoming friends first. That's great. I'm happy for everyone. All I'm saying is people used to meet even on the streets. Hey, I really like you. How about I get your number and I'll call you? No one asks for someone else's phone number to become friends first. You seem down to earth, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. But if I were you, I would stick with acquaintances, relationship, and marriage.
My name is Horace, and I'm a red-tailed hawk. In our world, I do have the body of a hawk, but while fronting, I consider myself a Therian, because I am in a human body, but my identity is still a hawk. Not all animal alters will identify this way, and I am, in fact, the only animal alter in our system who does identify this way. I am doing my best to come to terms with living in a human body.
Well, okay, Horus, you do you. But I do hope you eat what a hawk is. I better not see you in McDonald's. Anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.